the southern coast of the Italian peninsula, along a wide bay facing the Tyrrhenian Sea, one of the Mediterranean's densest urban areas has developed. Beneath the slopes of Mount Vesuvius, Naples has long served as a port, a trading centre, and an administrative focus of southern Italy. Today, it remains a key transport and economic hub of the Campania region. With more than 3 million people in its wider metropolitan area. In the city centre, traffic moves without clear pauses. Lanes are treated as suggestions and rules adjust to the moment. Cars, scooters and pedestrians share the same narrow space. Movement is constant and dense. The sound of horns and engines defines the rhythm of the streets. Yet within that pressure, its own logic takes shape. Above the eastern edge of the bay rises an active volcano that dominates the entire coastline. Mount Vesuvius is the only active volcano on mainland Europe with a long record of eruptions. Its present shape was formed by the devastating eruption in the year 79 of the 1st century. The slopes remain densely populated despite the ongoing risk. Scientific institutions continuously monitor seismic activity and changes beneath the surface. Evacuation plans cover hundreds of thousands of residents in the surrounding area. The crater rim is accessible on foot. The presence of Vesuvius is a constant reminder of the region's geological instability. From the summit, the view extends over Naples and the entire bay. Southeast of Naples, at the foot of Mount Vesuvius, lie the remains of a Roman city buried in the year 79. Pompeii was preserved under layers of ash and pumice, allowing an unusually precise insight into daily life in the ancient town. Streets, houses, and public buildings retain their original layout. Frescoes and inscriptions remain in place. Today, the site functions as an open archaeological area with clearly defined zones of research and protection. The southern edge of the Bay of Naples, on limestone cliffs above the sea, a settlement developed with a long maritime and trading tradition. Sorrento has for centuries been connected to the ports of the Gulf and to the inland of Campania. town functions as a calm residential and tourist point, with a clear link to the waterfront and ferry routes to nearby destinations. In the historic quarters of Naples, daily life unfolds without pause. The street becomes an extension of the home and the workshop. Selling, food preparation, and brief encounters overlap within the same frame. Between private and public space remains thin. Football symbols, murals, and improvised decorations shape the identity of the neighborhood. In the historic center of Naples, a few streets from the port, Da Michele has been operating since 1870. The space is simple, without an extensive menu. Only 2 classic pizzas are served. The pace is fast. Tables are shared. And the recipe has remained unchanged for generations. Built at the end of the 19th century, the Galleria Umberto I links key city axes within a covered passage. Its glass dome and cross-shaped plan structure the space as a formal square under a roof. On the shore of the Tyrrhenian Sea, between fortresses, the port, and the open bay, Naples maintains a clear connection to the water. Historic layers stand alongside civic palaces and public squares. The harbour and waterfront promenades remain active urban points. The sea defines the horizon and the pace of daily life. Within this balance between land and bay, Naples operates as a Mediterranean city with strong continuity.